against the Boston Celtics. They'll play them tonight and Thursday. Back here in Cleveland for Saturday and Monday. I will have, as I'm learning more information throughout today, I will have a lot of tickets for you for that Game 4 playoff game. Hopefully by then the Cavs are not down 3-0. But Monday night at the Romo Fijo, Monday during the day, I will have Cavs Game 4 playoff tickets for you. Last couple of times that I've given you playoff tickets, I've sent Rob out. I've told you to find him. I've given you a handful of clues. I think Monday I'm going to send people all over the place. I'm going to send you West Side. I'm going to send you East Side. I'm going to commandeer a CPD boat out on the lake. Rob will be out there out on the lake with tickets. For people who want to go out there, it's not up to me how you figure that out. Just that you figure it out.
How are you going to do that?
And if you get to the Cavs game all wet, what a conversation starter. You'll have a story to tell. People will be curious. Say again?
Like you'll have more than one person out or like time frames?
I got some time to think about. Time frames, of course.
Well, I didn't know. Okay, so like East Side from 12 to 1.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah, we don't have
probably during the show.
We don't have anyone who works here, right? So we don't have a squad. We don't have a street team anymore.
I didn't know if you were going to, recruit or if you're just going to like hide them in envelopes
around
the city.
I was going to deputize a series of homeless people to go out and stand there. I give them an I Heart cap or something to signify that they're momentarily with the organization, and then they would hand off tickets to people who came up and gave them a predetermined code word.
I just started following this account on Instagram that is this guy who hides money all over Las Vegas.
Good for you.
He hides money all over Las Vegas, but he'll post at like 9 in the morning, and it'll be like a close-up shot of where the money is with a little bit of the background.
He's just a YouTuber?
He's just a guy on Instagram. This is what he does.
How much money?
It's usually a couple $100.
Yep.
He has these, let me see if I can find his thing. He has these like, they look like silver little stickers that he like sticks onto walls and stuff like that. But you have to be following him to see where he puts it at, 9 a.m. And then he's like, all right, go find it kind of a thing.
Well,
And,
you've got to spend money to make money, right?
Cash Quest USA.
There you go.
So he puts these little things
He's
up,
literally
and
monetizing his account.
He's like, hey, here's, I'm putting $600. Here's your kind of what it looks like around here. First person to find it wins. Which I'm like, that's pretty cool.
So Cavs Celtics in Boston, the TD Garden tonight and Thursday. And then back here at home Saturday and Monday. I will have tickets for you beginning of next week for that Game 4 here at home. Victor Wembanyama is the unanimous voted Rookie of the Year. He plays for the Spurs there in San Antonio. And he wasn't always a lock. He's probably the most hyped guy since LeBron. That seems fair to say.
Yeah.
They put a lot in this kid's shoulders. It was Zion Williamson, but then he fell out of favor with a lot of people. He couldn't stay away from the crafty or something.
And he also he's had a lot of injuries.
Yeah. But Victor Wembanyama joins a pretty esteemed list of people who won Rookie of the Year unanimously. David Robinson, remember him?
Mm-hmm.
Blake Griffin, he just retired. Damian Lillard, he was a guy that was at SLC Punk. He played Shaggy in the Scooby-Doo movie.
That's not him.
That's his brother.
Not brothers.
Carl Anthony, yeah, they're definitely not brothers.
Are you sure?
Carl Anthony Towns and Ralph Sampson, too. I don't know who that is, but he won Rookie of the Year unanimously. Who did Ralph Sampson play for?
Rockets.
The Rockets. Well, he and David Robinson are in the Basketball Hall of Fame, so... Victor Wembanyama. I don't know what they call him on the team. Everybody has a nickname.
Wemby.
Wemby, is that what they call him? I know LeBron called him an alien, and he said that he liked that nickname. He was tired of everybody calling him a unicorn because he's a very fluid player. But he's like, I like people calling me an alien. But I guess the memo hasn't gotten out to the other Spurs because they call him Wemby. So there you go. If you want to leave us messages, you can. Anytime you want, the after hours line, you can leave voicemails there. It's 216-986-8903.
Hi, Alan. I'm a longtime listener. I'm retired now, and I've been looking into my travel options. Hi, Alan. I'm a longtime listener. I'm retired now, and I've been looking into my travel options. I've been listening to Mary's various experiences in New York. And after listening to those, I have decided I wouldn't go within 500 miles of New York City. So thank you, Mary. Oh, and they still make Turkish taffy. You can buy it on Amazon. Okay, that's it. Bye.
All right, well, there you go. He
New York City.
wants nothing to do with it. I got to tell you, I'm amazed that somebody reaches retirement age and has never been to New York City. That to me is the most amazing thing.
Cleveland is within 500 miles of New York City.
Is it?
Yes.
I don't know.
It's like
So he's gotta move
420
west.
miles or something.
Oh,
like
okay.
that. Yeah. But,
Well, joke's on you, Glenn. I don't know what to tell you.
You've already been there.
Yeah.
It's really not bad, dude. I mean,
I
yeah,
love New
crazy
York. I
stuff
mean, I've never
happens,
lived
but
there, but I love it when we're there.
I love it. I mean, I really love it. I don't regret moving here. I haven't regretted it. I mean, I miss home. Sure, I miss Brian. I miss his daughter. I miss my family.
I'm sure in showbiz
Good,
you
but
can't regret moving. You're not going to regret moving to New York.
No, I love it. I'm going to play bowling. I'm going bowling with a
Say
group
say
of
that when
comics.
you just referring to it as that we're going to play bowling
We're
tonight.
going to play some
Play
bowling.
bowling.
You'll sound like a real
Play some
pro.
bowling.
Yeah, I mean it's considered a sport. Why don't we say
Yeah.
play bowling? It's
But
go
it's not.
bowling.
We're gonna go bowling.
We're gonna
I don't
play
say
golf.
I'm basketballing.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to go basketballing. We play baseball. You play every other sport. Bowling, you go
Well, you go golfing.
and do it.
You go golfing.
It's
you don't
it's
play golf.
the ones
Well,
that
no,
are
you
play
play
golf.
The ones, yeah, but you go golf. You can say I'm going golfing. I'm going bowling. I'm not going basketballing. I'm not going baseballing. Like that. That sounds weird. But maybe it's the less of a sport it is, the more you can say
No,
I'm
'cause
doing
you
it as a
play
verb.
Chess.
The more it becomes a verb.
you
You don't go.
Yeah,
you
I'm
don't
not
go chessing.
I'm
Yeah.
chessing. That actually sounds kind of dirty.
She and I were chessing for so long last night, and I think it was because I bought her the lobster.
Now I got blue balls. Though.
Yeah, so it's I'm making friends.
I
guys.
couldn't beat the queen.
Making friends.
Yeah.
Now, where do you go bowling?
This is a place in Brooklyn. I'm
Yeah,
guessing that
of course.
there's a group of like 8 of us in a group text. I have met 2 of them in real life, but they're all like comedy or comedy adjacent. So the 2 guys that I know added me to their bowling group text, and we've been trying to go for like weeks. And
Is this
so we're just
is
in a
your
tournament.
roommate part of this too?
She is not.
Ah.
Yeah.
Is it Brooklyn Bowl?
It's called Melody Lane.
Melody Lanes. There it
in
is on
Brooklyn.
37th Street.
Sure.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
I know it is far away from Astoria. I know it's like over an hour on a train for me to get home.
But it'll be worth it.
I'm excited. I'm excited to hang out with people like outside of a comedy club.
Mhm.
I haven't done much of
You
that
haven't
yet,
done much
so-
socializing since you've been there.
No, not really. So it'll be cool to like, just make a
But
friend.
everybody's going to be talking shop anyway.
But it's not all comedians. So like the one guy's a photographer. The one guy,
Bartographer.
the one guy. Only 2 of them I think are comics, and
Oh,
then
I
like
see.
one dude's a photographer. It's his, and then his girlfriend does something in the industry as well. One guy is, I think he's like a dance choreographer.
Oh.
Or something like but it's like industry centric people. But
Yeah,
not
it's
everybody's comics.
this is like an
Showbiz
artist
folk, yeah.
collective.
Yeah.
Oh.
But they're all just friends. So I'm like, yeah, I'm excited.
And how
to
did you
go.
get into this group?
I know 2 of them.
Yeah.
The one guy, the photographer guy, I've known him for a couple years. And Bill, he was
Yeah, I
in
know
that
who.
movie-
I
yeah,
figured
yeah,
that's
yeah.
who it was.
Yeah, I've known him. for
We
a few
chat from
years.
time to time too. I like that guy.
And he was like, I posted something the last time I went bowling on my Instagram, and he was like, "Oh my God, we have a group of people who go bowling all the time. You should come with us next time." I was like, "Okay." So
They're closing down the bowling alley by us. They're closing down the Bay Lanes
I
after
didn't even
something
know
like
it existed.
42 years. Huh?
I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah. Back there in the corner of
Probably put it
like this little town
probably so
square
they can
kind
put
of
in like
thing.
a polo club or something for all those rich snobs over in Bay.
They're putting in a golf simulator.
There you go.
Yeah.
The polo club of suburbs.
So they're taking out Bay Lanes, which, we didn't go there a lot, but went there a few times. You'd go, some kid's birthday party
Yeah.
or, if you got a group of your parent friends together and you just go there and dick around for a little while. You take an edible, get over there, do some bowling. It was
I love
fun.
Bowling, man.
I think the last time I went bowling was when we did it for the show.
That was the last time, really.
That was
Yeah.
like 2019.
Yeah, I know. I don't go
That was
bowling a lot.
pre-pandemic.
Yeah. I'm not a going bowling guy.
Yeah.
Well, and it's funny when a place closes, then everybody gets mad. Like you'll go on the local Facebook pages, and everybody's mad because I think the guy who bought it owns a bunch of other things around town, right? But he's putting in a golf simulator, and everybody's mad about that. But I'm like, please, for where we live, there's gonna be a line going out the door.
Yeah.
These nimrods who want to play a golf simulator. But whatever, those things are popping up all over. There's one right down the street here. Just like right on the east side, right here at 9th. Ground floor in an apartment building. They have another one of these golf simulators. But, people always complain when some local establishment closes, and you got to think that the people running it are like, if you guys had come in more often, I wouldn't be closing.
Yeah, your
Right.
Facebook likes aren't going to get us enough money to pay the rent.
Yeah. So, I don't know. After 42 years, maybe these people are, like, ready to hang it up anyway. That's the best you can hope for, is that when a place closes, the people are like, yeah, we've been doing it. It's enough already.
Yeah.
It's time to move on to something else. The pandemic took a bite out of everybody, so everybody kind of reassessed what their lives and their careers were, I guess. And so I don't know the people who owned it, but I'm hoping that they'll be, if they're going to empty this place, I'm hoping we get some of the some pieces from this bowling alley. That'd be pretty
Tin?
cool. No. We'll get some like wood, maybe, pieces of, like lane wood or something for some.
Why would you want that?
Because we can use it for like places in our house.
I'm asking, like, where would that go?
I don't know, like a countertop or like a
Oh, you're saying like an entire, like a half of a lane.
yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. You know how people got like chairs from Jacobs Field or whatever?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Hey, it's $1,000 for you, courtesy of the Buzzard Bookie. You get these every hour, so listen closely and good luck.
This is your chance to bet with the Buzzard Bookie and win $1,000 now. Enter this nationwide keyword at WMMS.com. Bills. That's bills. Enter it now at WMMS.com.
One of our bureau chiefs in Kansas City, Missouri. If you listen to us on iHeartRadio, you do it from out of state, tell me where. We'll make sure you're on the map here, but we're pretty well represented in Missouri. They sent me the story about the guy who confessed to killing his wife in the hospital because he couldn't afford the bills.
Oh, jeez.
And he had tried before, but he tried it a couple times before.
To kill her?
Yep, because she was infirmed. And, this is health care in the United States. People are like, I can't afford this. So I'm just going to hasten her demise. His wife had been
hot.
Huh?
What was she sick with?
Well, now she's sick with death, but she had been sick. I don't know. She was like I don't know. She's in the hospital. A guy named Ronnie Wiggs, his wife's in the hospital. She was getting a new port for her dialysis. So it's not like she was on a ventilator or something. She was doing a new port for dialysis. But again,
Her kidneys don't work.
but none of this stuff is inexpensive. Some people, though, are on dialysis for a long, long time.
Yeah.
So his wife was getting a new port, and the code blue goes out over the PA because she was found unresponsive, and it turns out that her husband had tried to kill her. They got her pulse back, but they said that she was brain dead, and they started making the plans to harvest her organs. And so the husband leaves, but then I don't know if he felt guilty or because his son, the woman's son, brought him back, and he told the police what he had done, that he had choked her to death, that he covered her nose and mouth to keep her from screaming because he said he couldn't handle the bills. My favorite part of the story is he said that he had also attempted to kill her previously while she was at a rehab facility, but she woke up and told him not to do that again.
Hey, knock it off.
Hey, what are you doing? It's like that guy some months ago, right, who shot his wife in the house or something. She was all laid up in the house, and he killed her. And she's trying to tell the cops. We played that video. She's trying to tell the cops. He said he was going to kill me if you leave, because people were mad at the cops. But the police are like, look, there's nothing we can do. Like, it's a tough situation to be in. She's like, well, he told me when you guys leave, he's going to kill me.
Right.
And they left, and he killed her. So this guy, Ronnie Wiggs.
See, not all men lie.
Right.
Guy followed through.
Yeah.
Made a plan.
They're not
and
big
everything.
quitters. He said he was trying to kill her a couple of times. She was hooked up to a bunch of monitors, so we couldn't do it then. But he finally got her with closing off the nose and the mouth. You always think of those movies where somebody does that, and I would be worried that a nurse was going to come in, obviously. Because then the jig's up, right? Like, if they see you doing that, there's no way out of that. They know what's going on. They call security. They take you into custody, whatever. So maybe you have to count on, maybe he did it at a certain time of day. Maybe he did it during shift change. I don't know what the specifics were on this. But that's a pretty bold move. And what a forgiving woman. Here's a woman who previously wakes up mid-murder attempt and says, hey, don't do that again. I'm warning you. It's not like I can jump out of this bed, Grandpa Willy Wonka style, and do anything about it. But please, I'm asking you, stop trying to kill me. And Ronnie Wiggs did not listen. It sounds like the kid that brought him back to the hospital was not their son. It sounds like it was the woman's son. Like Ronnie Wiggs was her recent conquest or something. It also doesn't say how old any of these people are, which I always thought was strange because they seem to put people's ages in every goddamn story, whether it's pertinent or not. I don't know when it's ever really pertinent. But they love putting people's ages in stories. So they slapped him with second-degree murder.
Like, for example, you talk about your age and birthday all the time.
I talk about my age, Bill. I never talk about my birthday. Mm-mm.
But if you did, when would it be?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't presume on my friendship with the audience. I would never bore them with such mundane information as my birthday. You mean something that everyone literally has? I'm going to make it a point to talk about that? Please.
I mean, really, you weren't even
And if
born
you ever
'cause
do hear me doing that, you can feel free to ask me for $1,000.
And that's what I'm trying to do. Do you know that, Mary? We get $1,000 if you mention his birthday.
Well, that's what Bill said. I never agreed to that.
You
but
agreed.
I didn't agree. I was playing along, but it's a moot point. It's moo. It's what a cow thinks. It's a moot point because I'm never going to mention it. There's enough room for a golf simulator at a bowling alley. Oh, in addition to the lanes.
They want a lot of golf.
Yeah, they
simulators.
want to. I assume that they just want to tear the whole thing out. I'm going bag mittening. Somebody said, yeah, let's go bag mitten. Bay Lane's been open for 76 years. Okay. I didn't even know bowling was 76 years old. Isn't that a pretty relatively new game? Isn't bowling? It's only been around for a little while.
I mean, they had in There Will Be Blood, so it's been around since then.
Yeah.
The Flintstones.
Right, they did, didn't they?
She got you with that one.
Yeah, but they also had like pterodactyl record players too. So as many times as I've watched the Flintstones, I gotta call them out for historical accuracy. I don't want to be that guy, but
What part is inaccurate?
I'm sorry,
Mary. He was
is
alive back
inaccurate?
then. He can make
I know what he was.
This is what I'm saying. A tiny woolly mammoth vacuum cleaner. I mean, we cannot.
Hey, man, it's a living.
We cannot be expected to believe that. When they put the giant ribs on the Flintstones car at the drive-in. So, I mean, if you want me to have a yabba dabba do time, you better get with it. That's probably getting to be a reference that a lot of people of a certain age wouldn't understand, right? I mean,
Yabba
right.
dabba do?
Yeah, or the Flintstones.
I mean, especially the Yabba Dabba Do Time, and then the song closing out with "You'll have a gay old time."
We'll have a gay old time. Tell Mary that Peter is the name of a legendary bartender at the Melody Lanes. There's a documentary about him.
What did he do?
I don't know, but there's a documentary about every goddamn thing now. So,
Peter. I'll have to check him
Peter,
out.
yeah. Hey, I heard there's a documentary about you. What'd you do? Oh, maybe he's 102 or something. I don't know.
Peter Melody Lanes.
Maybe his name is Melody Lanes.
Oh, he's old.
That's
old.
right. Documentary depicts legendary Melody Lanes bartender Peter Napolitano.
All right.
Oh, because he's been there for 30 years. So the guy wears like a tuxedo shirt and a bow tie and one of those
Maybe
guys.
he'll be there.
I love that a documentary. It's a 12-minute film that they put on Vimeo 4 years ago. I love it. Maybe he's not there anymore.
We'll see.
Maybe he's deed.
I'll ask for him tonight.
Yeah. Do you imagine that? You go, hey, I want to talk to Peter. And just everybody's eyes go down. They're like,
Peter,
Mary,
what?
we bring you here and you make fun of the fine people here.
Is that like the people that I'm with are mad at
Yeah,
me?
they are. You're still mourning, and you come in here.
Or like I see him, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh my God, that's Peter. And they're like, Peter died 25 years ago.
Yeah, a guy with
No, I saw him in the bathroom.
Coke bottle glasses. So he's one of those guys. Like, people don't want to go, well, he's kind of, but, you know, they're cool to him and does a good job. Probably don't have to pay him much. So, yeah, if you have a spare 12 minutes, you can watch that documentary. But, yeah, find out if he's still there.
I will.
You know how, like, when you met Dick in the parking lot?
Yeah.
Make sure that you somehow...
Didn't he say something weird after they did that?
Who's that?
Dick.
Did he say something weird after what?
He said something to Mary.
Let me see it.
No. The new thing.
Oh.
But I'll come. How about that?
You guys are so gross, man.
Hey, we didn't say it. He said it.
I know, but that's
What are you mad at me for?
not what he meant.
I don't know what he meant. I don't assume what people mean. I just know what they say.
But I'll come. How about that?
Hot damn.
All right, let me break. 35192. Want to text me for anything you can watch live at AlanCoxShow.com. I will have Everclear tickets for you. They're touring this year with Marcy Playground and Jimmy's Chicken Shack, and they're coming right here to Cleveland. So if you want to check that show out, I will have a pair of tickets for you. They're doing October at the House of Blues.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS. And everywhere you go on our free iHeartRadio app. Rover's Morning Glory.
A two-part documentary, Kevin Spacey Unmasked. One man revealed that Kevin Spacey invited him to a home screening of Saving Private Ryan. And during the opening sequence of the violent D-Day invasion, Spacey allegedly unzipped and pleasured himself during the 24-minute bloody scene.
The beach landing? No. Wait, Saving